Hey everybody, what's going on? Wait a few minutes, a few seconds actually. Let folks get on in here before I get started to talk about what I want to talk about today. Hope everybody is doing great. I'm not gonna keep too much of your time because I gotta jet out of here and do um, some minor work somewhere. So I'm not gonna be here too long. I want to say what's up to brother Brian Harris. Good to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Thank you for stopping through, man. Good to see you. I want to talk about our network, man. Why your network is important, man. I mean, it's very, very important, man, to have a network that's substantial for your success. So I'm going to talk about that. So I don't know who else is joined, but thank you for stopping through. Oh, that's Rovisha. What's up? What up? Thank you for stopping through. Good to see you, CCE Step. What's up, sissy? What's going on with you? Hey, folks, I want to talk about your network, man. I'm telling you. Hold on a second. Hold on, folks. People trying to call me, man. I'm busy right now. I'm talking to y'all. I can't talk to nobody else right now on the phone. I got to talk to y'all for a minute. Good to see Jackie Chris in the building. Hey, folks, how really important is your network? I'm going to give you some perspective on that, right? But I'm also going to give you some facts. I'm going to give you some facts. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur for a lot of years, man. And let me tell you something. Your net worth determines your net worth. All right. So you want to hang around people. Good to see you, Mark Anthony. What's up, brother? Good to see you, Natasha. Folks, listen to me. I'm going to be very, very brief because I got to get ready to jet out of here. But listen to me very carefully. Look at other nationalities in the world, right? In terms of their network, how they support one another, and so on. And then look at us as African Americans and how we support each other, and look at the network that we have. And the reason why I want you to put that in your mind, I want you to vision this for a second, right? Put that in your vision, and because I'm getting ready to say something to you that's going to be jaw-breaking. When you start a new business, okay, you need loans. Well, you're not going to get a loan. You're not going to get a loan. A bank is not going to give you a loan. A bank wants to see your previous revenue. If you're a startup business, how the hell are you going to get a loan from a bank? They ain't going to give you that. They want to give you, they want to see how they're going to make their money back. If you don't have any previous revenue on your financial statement to show that you can pay that money back, a bank ain't gonna give you a loan. So scratch the bank out. Let's go towards investors. Investors might want to invest in you if they can invest in you. Listen, if it's a substantial amount of money that you need investments from, and the amount of money that you need for an investment or investor, they might ask for insurance. They might ask you to put insurance policy on your deal, on your company, so that they can still guarantee their money in return if they make the investment. And let me tell you something. First of all, they're going to require you to do that. They might require you to have insurance, right? And you go to an insurance underwriter who say you want insurance on an investment on your company to ensure that your investor get their money. They may cost you some money. You might need millions of dollars from an investor, and then you need millions of dollars to pay for the policy for the insurance. So those are two different people that involves millions of dollars. But you don't have nobody in your network. You don't have anybody in your network. And if you guys go to any seminars You go to any conferences on wealth building and how to operate in business, you're going to realize, hey, Deborah Frazier, you're going to realize something, that when people have success in doing these things, having success in getting the investors, having success in getting somebody to put up the money for an underwriter, to insure that company, because they have a network of people that support it. They have a group, a network. I remember a few years ago, or maybe a year ago, I had mentioned that when people become millionaires, they're not becoming millionaires by themselves. They're becoming millionaires in groups. There are a group of people who are becoming millionaires. So it's not like one person just popped out as a millionaire. No, if you check who that person is, you will see that that person is involved with some group or some network group. And collectively, they have been supporting one another, and therefore they have built themselves a tremendous amount of wealth. And folks, listen. You may complain that, the government can give foreigners money to come over here for a loan, but they can't give us no loan. Well, that might be true, and some truth to that. But at the same time, let's say if the government don't give those foreigners money to start their own businesses, guess what those foreigners have? They still have each other. Okay, if somebody say, okay, we'll invest in you, but can you insure us that we can get our money back? Do you have insurance on your company? Do you have insurance on whatever it is that you have to the table that you want us to invest in? Yeah, I have insurance. How did you get insurance? Well, I'm involved with this particular group. These people help put up the money for the insurance, and in return, out of the line of credit that I get, I'm giving them some kickback. See, that's a network. That's how those folks are getting richer off the ones who's getting rich. Okay. Now, in business, it's all about making deals. And when you come to somebody for funding, you got to keep in mind, they're not just looking for a kickback from you. They're looking for some guarantees. They want to see something solid that's going to ensure them that where they putting their money at is a safe place to put it. Okay. And I'm still learning this as well, folks, though. So I'm not the expert here. I'm just talking to you guys from an experience standpoint. Okay. Your network will determine your net worth. Let me say that again. Your network will determine your net worth. You see, you're averaged of the people you have in your circle. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough said it himself. If you're the smartest person in your group, you need to find a new group. He also said if you're hanging around 9 broke people, eventually you'll be number 10. It's contagious, the mindset. It's a paradigm. You got to be around people with a particular paradigm that is where you want to be in your life. And you have to make them your mentors. If you can make them your mentors, they're going to hold you accountable to your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Right? So take that moment, folks, and evaluate. This is what I challenge all of you to do right now. I challenge you, and Tanisha, you do this too. Everybody's watching right now. I challenge you to evaluate your circle. I don't care if your own relatives are in it. Evaluate your own circle, and 2, evaluate your relationships, whether it's with a love, a mate, or somebody you're dating, or whatever. Evaluate your relationship. Les Brown perfectly said this. He said there are 2 types of relationships. There are nourishing relationships, and then there are toxic relationships. There's no in between. There's nothing else but those 2. Then you have to ask yourself, what is this relationship doing to me? If it's not toxic, then it must be nourishing. If it's not nourishing, it must be toxic. But here's the point, folks. Here's the point you're going to have to understand. You got to understand this. If it's a toxic relationship, it's not toxic because that other individual is making you unhappy. It's toxic because the both of you are toxic. It's nourishing because the both of you are nourishing to one another. Okay? So let me explain it. Let me illustrate that. Somebody say, "Yeah, I'm in toxic relationship." I say, "Oh, so you guys are toxic, huh?" They say, "No, they toxic because they do this and they do that." And da, da, da. I say, "Well, that may be true, but there's a flip side to that. You're toxic because you're staying there. You see, you're toxic because you're staying there. You're staying there, putting up with the negativity that this person might bring to the table because you absorbing all of that negative energy. You sleeping with it every night. You eating with it every morning. With that same toxic individual you're talking about. You're building up your own level of negative drama within the relationship. Because if they're rude to you, you're likely to be rude to them back. And if you're not rude to them back, that means you're not there to be rude to them. That means you have already moved on. Because that's what positive thinkers do. They're not going to engage in negative behavior. Come on, folks. Okay? So the same thing goes with your circle. See, you gotta be careful of the people in your circle who are drilling holes in the boat you're rowing. You see, you gotta be careful of the people in your circle who are drilling holes in the boat you're rowing. That right there, Dolavira, how are you? Good to see you, Glenda Francis. So those folks, so that goes the same. Whether it's a toxic relationship or a toxic circle. What makes it a toxic circle? You got people in your circle who are talking negative about other people in the circle who was not present. That's toxic. And if you find out that you were the person they were talking about negatively, and you continue to hang around that circle, then you just as toxic as they are. If they hating on you, you probably hating on them too. When they become successful, you hating on them because of their success. When you come a little successful, they hating on you because of your success. Counting each other's blessings, and it's none of your damn business. If you're not uplifting, what the hell are you sitting up in the circle for? See, that's the problem with us as African Americans, people. We are too damn busy looking for things to cheer about that's negative on somebody else, rather than looking to cheer somebody on. Because when you cheer other people on, when you cheer for people's success, when you're happy for people's success, the universe sees that energy and it'll attract like energy to your vibration, and you will also be successful, folks. See, the problem is people comparing themselves to other people's success. Good to see you, brother Johnny Numbers. They are comparing themselves to other people's success. That's why it's hard for you to find investors. That's why it's hard for you to find people who will underwrite an insurance policy for your business or for your company or for your project. Because you don't have the network of people who can do that for you. You know why? Because you're around too many negative people doing a lot of bullshit. You're around too many people who are broke, busted, and disgusted. That's where you're spending your time. You're spending your time around other people who have nothing to do with their lives all day, but to study and look out for celebrity news that is negative. Who's breaking up with who? Who's cheating on who? Who are the side niggas? Who are the side chicks? And who the real niggas are? See, that type of shit, like, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. That type of attitude, that type of mindset, if that's all that you are going to, and let me say this to you, folks. I'm gonna boldly say this. If that is what you allowing to continue to entertain you on a daily basis, I can guarantee you those are the same type of people you're going to be laying in bed with. And because of that, you have no damn right to complain about it. None. Because you're creating that. It's not their fault. It's your fault. That's what I told you. If you're in a toxic relationship, it's because the both of you are toxic, not one of you. See, one person can't be toxic in a relationship. It's not a relationship unless they are relations. It takes more than one person to be in relations, folks. So if the relationship is toxic, it's because you're both toxic. If the relationship is nourishing, it's because the both of you are nourishing to one another. That's the name of the game. As a matter of fact, I didn't even invent it. God invented that. It's called the universe. The universe operates on energy and frequency. Your level, your vibration will create that energy, and that energy will determine the frequency that you are on. If you're on the frequency of negative people in your life, it's because you're being negative. You're going to attract those negative people in your life. They ain't going to have no money. Good to see you, Shauna McIntosh. They broke, busted, and disgusted. They ain't got nothing positive to say on life. They don't have a positive outlook on life. And it rubs off on you because you stay in there. You're going to start to think the same way, folks. It's contagious. And you will do this unconsciously. So you have people who are successful who comes in this country. You have Caucasian people. The things that you're trying to qualify for is, I'm going to tell you something, folks. Don't let this lack of credit or all this credit stuff fool you. There are a whole lot of people who are getting millions and millions of dollars of people who are investing in them that has terrible credit. Terrible credit. But what happens? What determines these folks? What's allowing these folks to get millions and millions of dollars with bad credit? They have a good network of friends. They have a good network of like-minded individuals. And they are supporting one another. Muriel Heath, good evening. They have a network. See, when you have a strong network, you don't need a credit bureau to determine how much money you can get. There are people getting millions and millions of dollars, and they're getting people to put up money for insurance policies on their business. Millions of dollars for this, folks. Just because they have a good network. So that's the key. Your network will determine your net worth. And how does your net worth go up? Your net worth goes up because your self-worth goes up first. See, in order for your net worth to go up, you got to first increase your self-worth. Because you ain't worth a dime, don't expect your net worth to be worth nothing. You want me to tell you what your net worth is? Take what you make on a monthly basis. Sheila Johnson, good to see you. Take what you're making on a monthly basis, right? And I want you to take your bills. Take your bills and subtract your expenses on a monthly basis. Subtract that from what you make on a monthly basis. So therefore, if you're making $1,000 a month, just throwing a number out there. If you're making $1,000 a month, right? You make $1,000 a month and your bills equals up to $800. That means your net worth is only $200. Now, I want you to think about that with your situation and let that sit with you for a minute. And tell me, based off of what I just shared with you, right? Antoine Watts, good to see you. Based off of what I just shared with you, I want you to think to yourself and ask yourself, am I in the right network? Am I in the right circle? Am I in the right relationship? Because that has a whole lot of that plays a big part in your success or your lack of success. And I'm telling you this, folks, because there are people in your circle drilling holes in the boat you're rowing. Good to see you, Chaka Sap. They're drilling holes in the boat you're rowing. They're lying on you. They want to see you fail. Some of them want to see you dead because it gets you out of their way. And you don't even know it. There's a study that went around that says most of your friends don't even like you. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Indians can come over here and get loans. Chinese can get loans. Japanese can. Everybody can come over here and get loans from a bank. We can't complain because they won't give us a loan. We have to build a strong network of our friends, of our people, so that we can be able to provide what we need. I got some deals going on right now that I'm working on. And as soon as all these deals come to pass, you think I'm just going to sit back and just enjoy all the money for myself? No. I'm going to go around the country to to most urban areas, black African American areas, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. And you can hold my feet to the fire. When I'm ready, when it's time, I'm going to invest at least $100,000 in a promising black-owned business that's going to be able to stabilize and penetrate the universe. If you have a business, you have a decent business plan, and you have a proposal that's a humanitarian proposal, that proposal would be able to show me that you are willing to do the humanitarian thing for people in the community, help to increase, help to lower the unemployment rate, help to feed people. When you're willing to do that in a proposal and your business plan shows that they will be able to back it, then guess what? I'll be willing to put up that $100,000 to invest. And all I want is a particular percentage in return, while I'll help you. I would do the marketing myself. I would market and help brand your business myself to get you to the revenue that you're going to need. When I'm ready to do that, when it's time for me to do that, I would make sure that everybody on social media know about it. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. So you got from now until when I tell you guys that I'm ready to do this, to start working on a business plan right now. If you don't know how to work a business plan, damn it, download some templates on Google or find some free, just do Google a free business plan template. Download it. I don't care what your inventions are. What I care about is what you're willing to do, or what are you going to do humanitarianly, so that people around you in the surrounding communities of you and your business can thrive off of you being a give back type of person. Okay, you're going to get your profit. Don't worry about that. But what are you going to do for the people around you? You got to remember this first, folks, that service is the rent we pay for the space we occupy on this earth. Let me say that again. Service is the rent we pay for the space we occupy on this earth. Never can forget about family, Brother Watts. That's right. So, folks, I want you to I want you to go back and evaluate your circle. That is everybody's homework. That's my challenge to you right now. Evaluate. Two things you got to evaluate. Evaluate your circle and evaluate your relationships. And ask yourself, is this a nourishing circle or a toxic circle? Is this a nourishing relationship or a toxic relationship? You see people posting all day about relationships and if he cheats man, screw that. Because you could be just as bad by dealing with it. You are soaking up all of that negative energy. So get rid of that. Start with you. Because if you keep worrying about cheating dudes or cheating women or whatever it is that you keep worrying about, it's because you're attracting them. And as long as you keep thinking about somebody cheating, you're going to keep getting cheating ass MFs in your life. Period. Point blank. There's no way around it. Stop trying to dodge it. You ain't going to dodge it, because the universe is like water. It will find every crack. So that's all I got to tell you, folks, on that. So determine your network, determines your net worth. If you are trying to get your business started, I would suggest that you start going around some networking events, start attending some seminars. You will find people who can be accountability partners to you. You will find people who you can add to your circle. Now, here's what you got to realize, folks. The people that you're going to add to your circle, you're going to have to first get rid of the ones who don't belong there. You may not know who they are, but they do, and they'll exit them way out. Because you know what they're going to say to you? Oh, you changed because you found success. And somebody tried to tell me that. I said, no, I didn't change because I found success. I found success because I changed. Change your mind. Change your life. I'm Jay Lee. I love you, and the world needs you. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks. Peace. Please like and share. Like and share this video if you think this can help others. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you soon.